what women need to know about men is that men are very sensitive, because in being the giver, you are completely dependent on the receiver to make what you give valid. So if the woman does not appreciate or accept what he's giving and makes conditions like, don't give me that, give me something else, or don't give it this way, give it some other way, it frustrates the masculine instinct of the man, and they withdraw and just give up.
Whoa now. Welcome back to the Black Elf and your boy, but the Kush. I want to talk about how things get repeated that are not true. You know, there's some things that kind of seem true. I guess it's called spurious. That's the word, spurious. When things kind of seem true, but they lack real authentic qualities, you know what I'm saying? Well, what this man said, I mean, he said it with a straight face. He comes across like he's being sincere. And maybe he is, maybe he believes what he said. But it doesn't matter whether or not he believes it. It doesn't matter how many of y'all believe it. Nothing he said in that clip is true. And I'm about to prove it right now. I'm about to break it down as only an alpha male can do. So let's roll. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive notification when I drop more videos. You don't hit the bell icon, you won't know I dropped the video. You got to come back to the channel and check physically, because I do not trigger the algorithm. Here's the thing. First thing he says is that men are sensitive. First wrong. Men are not sensitive. It's just a myth. We are not brutish. We are not lacking of emotions. We are not any of that stuff, but we are not sensitive. We do have emotions. We have very strong emotions. And if our emotions are unchecked, we can be very unhinged. Because we are males, but we are not sensitive. The word sensitive means, and I'm actually reading the definition, highly responsive or susceptible, right? Easily hurt or damaged. That's what the definition says. That's on Merriam-Webster website. Easily hurt or damaged. Men are not easily hurt or damaged. Not a real man. And that doesn't mean he doesn't have feelings. That doesn't mean he's a brute. That doesn't mean he's trying to hide anything. We just not really wired to be easily hurt or damaged. It's not how we're wired. It's just not how God designed us, right? This new age male with this highly sensitivity to everything, that's easily triggered and everything, this is a result of all the chemicals and estrogen in the food and everything, man, because these are not normal reactions for most men. Most men don't care enough about other things to get triggered by everything. It's just not how we are. You know, I can't say it no other way. It's just not how we are. I mean, people attack me all the time, man. I mean, and I go back and forth sometime on these channels, but do you think y'all really bother me? Do you think these dudes that be arguing with me or debating me online, do you think that really bothers me? It don't. I know I talk about it, but I talk about it because it's a teachable thing. It's always something that I get out of those conversations that I can come back and doing a video or a community post to share something. But as far as my emotional state in regards to these people, I have no emotional feelings at all about it. I honestly just don't care. I go about my business when I get offline. I mean, I don't care. You know, I'm not bothered by it anyway. I don't think about it. I mean, I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? We are just hardwired a bit differently. So to start off by saying men are sensitive, he begins with a wrong. Second thing he says, men are givers. And he said, being that we are givers, we rely on the receiver, right? The receiver can affect us by the way they receive what we give. Here's another myth. Men are not givers. We are providers. And there is a difference. There is a difference. This is why I tell y'all don't provide, your jobs provide. So once again, I'm gonna look at the definition, right? We're talking about giver first. A giver is basically like a donor, you know, one that gives, donates, or presents something. And if you keep going through the definitions, you'll run into the word sugar daddy. Now, I don't think that's ironic at all, because if you think that your role as a man is to be a giver, then you're basically saying that your role as a man is to be a sugar daddy. And as a sugar daddy, yes, you are dependent on the way your gifts are received by those receiving it. But a real man is not a giver. He is a provider. And the definition of provider is different. The definition of provider is right. It says one that provides, to supply or make available, as in something wanted or needed. Think about what that means, to make something available, as in something wanted or needed. I'm gonna continue. To make preparations to meet a need, to take precautionary measures. This is what it means to provide, to take precautionary measures, to make preparations to meet needs in the future, right? To make to supply or make something available that is needed. This is what it means to provide. And this is why I say y'all don't provide, y'all jobs provide. Remember, every time I go through that line of talk, right, I use the example like that. Y'all act like y'all actually out there hunting for your food. You act like you're going out there hunting for the food and bringing it back, you know what I'm saying, and smoking it and putting it to the side, you know what I'm saying, so you have some later. That's what a provider does. A provider will go kill, like that movie 10,000 BC, right? They hunt these woolly mammoths, right? And they cut it up and they drag all the meat back and they smoke it and you know, sort of ferment the meat, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, so that they'll have meat for the rest of the season. That is providing. That is providing. But here's the thing. Men do that anyway. We don't do that for women. We do that because that is our nature. When Hurricane Katrina hit, let me tell you about my damn big brother, man. You can't tell me my brother ain't no damn provider. Tell you my big brother did. Whole neighborhood got no power, lights out, everything shut down. My big brother then hooked up some stuff from batteries and all kinds of stuff. He found a way to cook. His family was eating cooked food. They were boiling water, having clean water. My brother went into the whole Cub Scout book, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the whole neighborhood pitch black dark, and he's sitting up there with lights on. They sit up there eating cooked food with lights on, with clean water, and everything. That is a provider. He better than me because my family would have starved. We'd have been in trouble because I just don't have his skills, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like my brother, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that dude is a handyman, but my brother's a mug, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I don't have his talents, you know what I'm saying? Now, you know, some people might say I'm smarter. I was better in school than he is, but I mean, he can survive. It don't matter. It don't matter if I get straight A's. He is a survivor, you know what I'm saying? So to me, he's more of a provider than I am, you know what I'm saying? To real talk, my big brother is a provider. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a real provider. He will find a way to make sure that his people have whatever they need. Me, I'm more of a hustler. My way was similar to y'all way. This is why I'm telling y'all, without no insult, that y'all don't provide. My way of providing was to go out there and hustle. If I had to actually take the raw materials that I had and try to create something out of it, you know, I mean, I would do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going overboard right now. I would do it. But he has the innate mindset for that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's just more in tune with how to do these things. Me, I would have to figure it out as I go. But my thing is just go hustle, make some money, and go buy whatever we need. That's my way. But his way is, I'll take whatever's around and I'll make what I need. I'll create what I need out of whatever's around. That is a provider, right? So when you understand the proper role that men are not givers, we are providers, you would understand that what we do is that we create things that is needed. And women will come and attach themselves to that kind of man. But the thing is, when a woman attaches herself to a provider, it is unconditional. The conditions are in his favor. She is attaching herself to him. So there is no condition. She can't ever say, I don't want it that way, you got to give it to me. She can't say that, because what she's getting is whatever he provides. Because he's only providing things that will be needed. He's only providing things that's going to be wanted. That is what he's providing, right? So she's going to accept it as is because she needs it or she wants it. And if she don't want to accept what he gives, she got to go somewhere else and get it herself, or find somebody else that could provide it, right? So this is the difference. But see, when you think of terms of society, right, like giving people things, what do we give that women can't get for themselves? We provide plenty that they can't provide for themselves, but we don't give them anything they can't get themselves. Not even sex these days. They can go buy one. You know what I'm saying? All sizes and shapes. You know what I'm saying? They can go buy one. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even give them that they can't get for themselves. So we don't give them anything that they can't get for themselves, but we do provide. We do provide them with something that they need and want. And that is the energy. That is the protection. That is the guidance of a man. That's what you provide. And that don't come with conditions that she can stipulate, because she's choosing the man. She's looking at the man. Once again, we're going back to this process. She's looking at the man that she's dealing with. She might be dealing with 3 of y'all at first. She's looking at these men, and she's going to decide for herself which man better provides. Which man gives more manly qualities, manly attributes, manly characteristics. Which man better provides? She's going to look at that, because we don't live in the wilderness these days. We don't need, she don't need us for the things that she can get for herself these days, because everybody work. That's why I tell you all, the job provides. We don't build houses. Although we need to get back to this stuff. The time is coming back for men to provide, because the way the system is right now, we got to get off of this system and we got to start doing for self. And I don't mean do for self like the Nation Islam teach, go get a job or go become self-employed. That's not doing for self. The need of money is the problem. Working within the system is the problem. We got to get outside of the system and start working within nature. And once we do that, the men once again will become providers, and the women will attach themselves to the men because the men are providing. The best example of a provider, right, will be the lions. If you look at the lion, the male lion, he sleep most of the time, right? When they show him, he's knocked out. The lioness get out there and hunt. It might be 3, 4 of them, right? They get out there, they hunt, they tag team on something big, kill it, and bring it back to the male lion, let him eat first. And you wonder, well, how does he get first dibs and all he do is sleep? Well, the reason why the lioness can hunt in that environment is because he provided an environment for them to hunt in. He provided that environment by going into that environment and fighting and beating and deleting any threat in that environment. So he put his blood, sweat, and tears on the line to secure an environment that they can hunt on safely. That is providing. Remember now, the word providing means to make something available, to make preparations, to meet a need, to take precautionary measures. So when you go out there and beat up and defeat any threats out there so that your wives can go out here and hunt and secure food or grow food, say in our situation, I go on some land, they got some animals out there, or they got some marauders out there, I take care of them, right? Take care of the animals, I put up a fence, I secure area or whatever, do whatever I got to do. And now the women are out there tilling the land, and growing food. Because I provided a safe environment for them to do that. That is providing, people. That is providing. So everything he said was wrong. We are not sensitive and we're not givers. And because he got that wrong, that means I don't care how good that sound, I don't care how well it was received, how good it sound, it was all wrong. And that's why y'all come to the alpha. That's why y'all come to the alpha. So on that note, I'm done. Real short and sweet. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on the next one, man. I'm Brother Kush, aka the Black Alpha. Salam.